What attracts Muslims so much towards Orange County?
Numerous things. It's the Masjid. But one of the biggest things in this area, especially this city, Irvine has been voted like one of the safest cities or the safest city in the country, probably I think for the last 15 years maybe. We've been blessed to take control of 3 more buildings that we're calling the village. So now we're in the process of trying to create a Muslim village.
Very family oriented. There's always like families together and there's a lot of activities that we can do together.
MashaAllah, very diverse congregation here.
Yes, that's something I'm extremely proud of.
It's like one family, especially also the youth and the kids. They are a lot, alhamdulillah, here in the masjid.
And it's also really diverse. I see like a lot of different communities over here.
Our senior religious director is Sheikh Mustafa Omar.
Sheikh Mustafa Omar, he really knows how to explain things to youth.
We're also blessed to have Sheikh Haifa Yunus. He's the founder of Jannah Institute. Our resident Qadi is Sheikh Muhammad Osman.
And I strongly suggest the Yemeni coffee, especially if you have anything to study or any work to do. It'll give you that extra bit of energy.
I think everybody should come to ICOI. Like, ICOI is honestly really good. Team ICOI.
Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Alhamdulillah, my name is Amin Rafiq Abdul Bari. I am the executive director here at the Islamic Center of Irvine.
Assalamu alaikum, my name is Mahdiya. I'm originally from China, but I was born and raised in Malaysia. We moved here about 2 years ago.
Assalamu alaikum. My name is Ahmed Al-Masri. I'm a resident here in Irvine.
Assalamu alaikum. My name is Rory.
Assalamu alaikum. My name is Ali Al-Ghaithi. I'm the co-founder of Hala Cafe.
Alhamdulillah, I'm blessed to have been here almost 10 years at this masjid. The community is continuing to grow and grow even after COVID, where some thought the numbers might go down. By the grace of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, the numbers have only increased.
When did you arrive in this community?
So once we moved here, we were in this community already. We were living in our friend's house. We're just 5 minutes away from the masjid. Now we're also still really near the masjid.
This masjid, by the grace of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, we started inhabiting it back in 2004. I wasn't here at the time. So this is actually in 2024. This is our 20th year anniversary. This was built, as I mentioned earlier, in the heart of the city of Irvine. You see the beautiful Islamic architecture that we have here, the various ayat on the walls, different architecture going on above the mimbar. Almost every week we're getting new shahadas by the grace of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. As a matter of fact, alhamdulillah, within the last year or so, we've been blessed to take control of 3 more buildings that we're calling the village. So now we're in the process of trying to create a Muslim village here in the heart of Irvine. Already we're having more space issues. That shows you the rapid pace at which we're growing here. We have a lot of different programs going on. Our senior religious director is Sheikh Mustafa Omar.
Sheikh Mustafa Omar, I think he's like a really good sheikh, especially for youth. I think the way he explains stuff, he really knows how to explain things to youth.
We're also blessed to have our interim resident female scholar and Sheikh Haifa Yunus. She has a lot of classes here that are for the sisters. As you know, she's the founder of Jannah Institute. So she has weekly classes, her Tuesday night program for sisters only, for adult sisters, and her Thursday night programs for the young sisters. She's doing a whole lot of work, great work with our Young Professionals Committee, and who's doing awesome work, I might say. As you may see later on, we just made a contract, entered into a contract with a new cafe operator called Hala Cafe, which is brand new. It's being born here at ICOI, the Islamic Center of Irvine. That's something we're very proud of, and you'll inshallah see that branching out in years to come.
The Halal Cafe is the only place I buy coffee at this point in time. It comes from ICOI, which it's good to make sure you're putting money back into your own community. So I love it here.
And they have beautiful Saudi style.
Wow. Proud that I'm part of ICOI community. For me, that's a home for me and for my kids. We usually, alhamdulillah, coming here and we enjoy the community. We enjoy the lectures here. That really connects us more with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala.
So were you born Muslim or you reversed
Yes,
Islam? Oh,
alhamdulillah, I was born Muslim.
Subhanallah.
Yeah.
So this Chinese Muslims in
There's a lot in China, and there's also a lot over here. Yeah.
in this area?
Yeah, in this
Mashallah,
area.
that's amazing.
The next thing that I'm most proud of is the fact that the numbers that we see for Salat al-Fajr, and Salatul Isha. I would say that it's probably unlike any other numbers that you've seen in anything in this area. There's a large crowd, committed community members who come here for Salatul Fajr and for Salatul Isha. And alhamdulillah, there are numerous other things that we do have going on.
Yeah, I hope that we expand more and more with the engagement of the community. That will help us to grow as a Muslim community here, to show the reality of Islam, inshallah ta'ala.
Alhamdulillah, our resident Qari is Sheikh Muhammad Osman. He has classes 4 times a week teaching people the Quran. Alhamdulillah, of course, he leads the prayers and various things like that. Our institution is run by our very capable Director of Operations, Sister Karima Barada. I don't know where we would be without her. Alhamdulillah, she is like the glue of the masjid. She holds it up on her shoulders. We have a very robust Sunday school called AIM Academy, which is led by Sister Adita Arya and also Sister Mahnaz Paracha. They've been leading it since around 2014, as a matter of fact. And alhamdulillah, it's also continuing to grow. And we have that only on Sundays. We have 3 other operators. One is called Utopia, that has a lot of programs for children, drop-off programs, arts and crafts and things like that. We have STEM Academy that kind of speaks for itself. They do STEM and robotics. We have Gender Institute that will be operating in one of our buildings. We also have Empire Gym that is offering different fitness courses for our community.
How's your community life here? How do you like this masjid and the people around here?
For ICOI, it's really nice because there's a lot of like youth over here, people my age, very family oriented. There's always like families together, and there's a lot of activities that we can do together. And it's also really diverse. I see like a lot of different communities over here. I think it just brings all of us together.
We're creating this village to where the Muslims know that they can just come, and most of the things that they like to do in the evening they can do right here by the masjid. They can attend all of these other functions and activities and programs, and at the same time when it comes time for prayer they can just come right in here, offer salat inshallah, and then go right back to what it was that they were doing, alhamdulillah. So that way the Muslims feel safer. They're operating in a space in which they feel a lot safer.
And I strongly suggest the Yemeni coffee, especially if you have anything to study or any work to do. It'll give you that extra bit of energy. We come here generally in the evenings, almost every evening, as our local coffee shop, whereas we used to study in the Starbucks parking lot or something like that and not drink the coffee. At least now we can drink the coffee and feel proud about it.
I'm also happy to say that one of the things I'm really most proud of, a couple things, is our community assistance program that we call CAP. This has been in effect since 2015, and we have various components. This is the mechanism through which we distribute our zakat and sadaqah. So we have the financial component, we have the vocational component, which we help people find jobs. For a long time we were helping people, needy families, with new cars. We help people with medical bills. We're helping students that don't have access to scholarships with those scholarships, and numerous other things. So alhamdulillah, that's the thing that I would say that I'm most proud of. 100% of the zakat and sadaqah goes to the needy. 100%. All of our case managers are volunteers.
So this village is going to be right next to the masjid, or is somewhere else? Where exactly
The village.
is it?
So the village is actually, we actually own a couple buildings that are right behind us, and we also lease a 3rd building back there. So we're in control of 4 buildings already, and they're already in use, alhamdulillah. So that's something to show. They're right behind the minbar, right on the other side.
What do you love about being a Muslim? What's the best thing you like about your religion?
I think it's just, I can show people that I'm Muslim and I'm proud to be. I think it's a really beautiful religion. It's just really peaceful. People who don't understand Islam, they don't really get it. But if if you're Muslim, then you know that it's a really peace and loving religion.
And mashallah, this vision of providing so many facilities for the Muslims here, where did vision come from?
There's one person in particular, but I'm not going to say his name. I don't want to embarrass him or anything like that. He'd probably be too shy for me to mention that. It was born from our board of directors. This is a vision that they had, that they adopted readily and immediately adopted and just went after. And alhamdulillah, by the grace of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, the community got right behind the board. Alhamdulillah, showed their support, and the number of donations, I mean, just in one night, something I had never seen within like 15 20 minutes in 2023, in the middle of the Taraweeh, we raised over $1 million.
Subhanallah.
Just within a few minutes, by the grace of Allah Ta'ala. The community actually showed their support by digging into their pockets and contributing to something that will, inshallah, have lasting benefit.
What do you love the most about this community, brother?
The diversity, the humbling of everyone. It's like one family, especially also the youth. and the kids. They are a lot, alhamdulillah, here in the masjid. I pray to God to save the community and to help us all.
MashaAllah, very diverse congregation here.
Yes.
Tell us about the diversity.
Yeah, alhamdulillah, that's something I'm extremely proud of. A large part of our community is Afghani and Indian. We have a good deal of Somalis in our community and Arab brothers and sisters as well. People from just all over the place. So you're not going to find just one, how can I say, way of thinking or one culture per se in this masjid, alhamdulillah. So that's something that is a tremendous blessing from Allah.
MashaAllah. It seems like everybody loves being a part of that.
Yes, yes, alhamdulillah, it's fantastic.
And tell us, brother, about the next generation, how this masjid is providing programs for the next generation.
Programs for the next generation. The first thing, I just want to reiterate what I said about our young professionals. Why I'm mentioning that is because these are the ones that have not too long ago graduated from college. They have their families, they're giving back to the masjid, they're putting on programs that are geared towards their age group, that are geared towards the concerns that they have. And they're the ones who are training up the ones that are coming after them. So we have various different masajid. We have various colleges in our area, college MSAs, we have high school MSAs, and alhamdulillah, I would like to say that we've adopted some of them. We provide a space at no cost for them where they're able to have their various programs here at ICOI. My specific hope is that we can get our college MSAs, Muslim Student Association, to actually adopt the high school MSAs, right? And then, so now they're taking them by the hand and they're leading them into the next chapter of their lives. And then, of course, those under them. Alhamdulillah, we've been blessed to have some dynamic youth program directors. This is where the key lies. The future is in our youth, and I'm sure that everyone agrees with that. And this is the biggest challenge that all of our communities face, right? How do we get the youth, the young ones, how do we keep them engaged? How do we keep them interested? Keep them educated and entertained at the same time. It's not too much of entertainment going on. Yeah. How do we make sure that their entertainment is of a halal balance, right? And of a halal nature.
Absolutely.
And they're only going to get that from us, right? If we don't lead the way in that, then others are going to end up taking our kids from us. And that's something that, alhamdulillah, that we definitely don't want.
Everyone is just like family around. When I see Muslims, you have that instant connection that everyone's just family. And I think that's my favorite part.
SubhanAllah.
Yeah. We have Dr. Haifa Yunus, really nice speaker, and she gives like a lot of talks. I think it's really nice. Everyone here are they're all so friendly and kind. They're all so welcoming, and yeah, I made a lot of friends that are from the masjid. I think everybody should come to ICOI. ICOI is honestly really good. Team ICOI.
Sheikh Mohammed has been with us the longest. He's been with this community basically since this building was built, as a matter of fact. Call me biased, and he's one of the best reciters probably in the world. But this is an example of the blessing of what we have in this county, Orange County, California. If somebody wants to study, they don't have to go overseas anymore. If they're not able to go overseas, we have the scholarship right here. ICOI is just one example of that. All the other various masajid that you have, all of the numerous shuyukh that you have in the area, a person can easily just get their Islamic education here, become qualified sheikhs and sheikhas. Alhamdulillah, this is just this is just a small picture of that and what we have in Sheikh Mustafa and then Sheikh Haifa and Sheikh Mohammed.
Brother, just like to ask you real quick about history or the growth of Muslims in Orange County, because a lot of people outside, they don't know about Orange County. Could you tell them briefly about Muslims in Orange County?
That's a good question. I've been here, like I said, almost 10 years, and every year I'm learning something new. It's always been how you have a community and then there's a splintering because we're getting too big for our footprint, so we need to create bigger footprint. So what I would like to do is we start naming some of the various masajid. Tustin Masjid, which is Darul Falah, it's not too far from us. A few of us spring out of that particular masjid. The Islamic Society of Orange County, ISOC, which is Garden Grove Masjid, Masjid Ar-Rahman, they're also known by. Also, splintered off, a lot of growth that came from that masjid. Now we have Yorba Linda Masjid, we have Rahma Center, which is one of the newest masjids in the area. The Salam Center that was just created by our Turkish brothers and sisters, that's newly founded. We have Masjid Al-Ansar, Masjid Noor. We have various masajid.
Just within Orange County.
Yeah, just all within Orange County. We have in Diamond Bar, we was talking earlier about IOK, the Institute of Knowledge. It's a hifz school, but they also have the prayers 5 times a day. They also have Jummah there every week. And they were born out of a garage with Sheikh Nu'man Beg, Sheikh Farhan Zubairi, and others. Please forgive me if other names I haven't mentioned. There's just a lot of dynamism amongst the Muslim community going on right here in this county.
And what attracts Muslims so much towards Orange County, and that has become a hub for Muslims?
Numerous things. It's the masajid. I get calls even over the years from overseas, from people, families that are planning to move here. They're asking me about the Muslim community. They're asking about the shopping centers, where they can get the halal meat. But one of the biggest things in this area, especially this city, Irvine has been voted like one of the safest cities, or the safest city in the country, probably I think for the last 15 years maybe. The safety of the city, it's the forward-thinkingness of the masajid in the area, it's the education in the area, various schools that they can send their kids to. Right next door, you'll see this is New Horizon School. This is one of their campuses. This is the lower campus. New Horizon School Irvine also has an upper campus. If you can just look at their track record, it's amazing,
Yes.
And this is not even this is not the Masjid school. This is another Muslim entity right here in Irvine, but it's alhamdulillah happens to be right next to the Masjid. That makes a big difference. A lot of Muslims, even myself, one of my kids goes to New Horizon School. So these are the things that attract Muslims to this area. No matter where you go, it doesn't matter. You're going to the mall, you're going down to the Spectrum, you're going grocery shopping, wherever you go, you're going to the parks, you're going to see Muslims all over the place.
As a Yemeni, we always been taught that coffee started from Yemen, one way or another. Seeing my grandma back home pick the coffee herself from the backyard and roast it and put it on the roof of the house to let the sun hit it and peel it and everything. It was something always interested to me. Since that day, it was cool. I never thought about it too much.
Right.
And then when I got too close and too deep into the history of it, it was really interesting. So I shared it to one of my good friends. That would be a good idea. And since then we've been working on it. And as you can see, alhamdulillah, we go into the market. And inshallah, we coming for you, Starbucks.
MashaAllah, brother. That's fantastic. And how's it going so far, brother? You opened in Ramadan?
On the first week of Ramadan, like a week after.
How's been the response from the community?
Alhamdulillah, community are they support us and they are really helpful when it comes to us opening at that time of the month. They are the best community.
You're right next door to Allah's house, serving the Ummah.
That's the best part about it, to be honest. I'm literally feel like I'm home. My message would be this: follow your dreams. Stick to them as long as you're right. Do not forget your brothers and sisters in Palestine. Keep them in your prayers and support your sister and brother everywhere. And may Allah be with you, inshallah.
Inshallah. Jazakallah khair, bro.
It's the first place I look to see if it's open when I get here. If all the gentlemen who work here, all the brothers who work here are close to us, so it's a family thing. This is where we get a chance to all get together. We can eat. They have incredible desserts. The coffee is great, the tea is good.
I would be remiss if I did not take the time to mention those who actually founded this masjid, not the least of which is our dear brother Rauf Gajiani rahimahullah, who passed away a few years back. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala grant them all the highest station in Jannah. I mean, they came together, put in the work, and they saw the need of the community, what the future could possibly hold for our community, and it is on their shoulders that we stand. And we cannot make enough dua for them, that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala makes things easy for them, that He blesses them to be in the company of the Messenger of Allah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam in Jannah. And of course, we're looking to the future, we're looking to what it is that we can possibly do for those that will come after us, inshallah. We should never forget about those who came before us and those who paved the way.
Brother, I mean, any last messages for the Muslims in America?
I'm happy to see the direction in which the Muslim community is going in. I would say we've been behind for years, for quite some time, in just becoming unified and being more forward thinking And now there's a new, I don't want to call it school of thought going on, you know, but for lack of a better term, there's just a new way of thinking, you know. We know we can't do things according to the old ways. If you look in Dallas-Fort Worth area, I see this Epic 2.0. I saw one of your videos. I see you were just down there in Andalus Village and Medina Village and everything, right? You know, and this thing that they have going on, where now they're going to found, inshallah, build a Muslim city. These are the things that I'm talking about. I've been hearing for years about Dearborn, Michigan, hearing about the Somali community in Minneapolis. So the Muslims are just building and building and building. And there are so many other different large Muslim communities like this in the country. And my message for the Muslims is just let's keep pushing. Let's keep doing what we're doing, inshallah. Don't fear the blame of the blamers. Just keep moving on, you know, doing what you know you're supposed to do, keeping our eyes set on the straight path, inshallah. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will bless us and protect us.
For those who are thinking about moving to Irvine,
for those who are thinking about moving, alhamdulillah, just keep coming, inshallah. We got more space, right? We got space issues, but these are good problems to have. But alhamdulillah, there's a way we can make it. The more the merrier. They say that many hands make light work, so come on, be a part of this, inshallah, and help us to build, you know, help us to build. The more people we have, inshallah, the easier things will be.
Inshallah. All right, Jazakallah khair.
I appreciate you, man. Jazakallah khair. I appreciate that.